What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Look, getting older doesn't mean you stop protecting yourself. It just means your gear has to work with you instead of fighting against you. Arthritis, weaker grip strength, slower reaction time. That stuff is real, man. And the pistol you carried 20 years ago might feel like a brick today if the slide is too stiff or the recoil snaps your wrist back. The good news? Gun makers finally caught on. We're now seeing handguns built with smart engineering instead of brute force. Guns that give you leverage, softer recoil, clearer sights, and safety features that actually make sense for aging hands. So in this video, we're breaking down 5 pistols that aren't just small carry guns. They're purpose-built tools with redundant safeties, easy-to-run controls, and recoil you can actually manage. By the end of this list, you're gonna know exactly which design philosophy matches your real-world needs so your firearm becomes a source of confidence, not stress. All right, y'all, let's get into it. The Ruger SR22 is often the first recommendation for seniors or those with hand strength issues, primarily because it is built around the mild 22 LR cartridge. While some debate the stopping power of rimfire, the SR22 prioritizes shootability and confidence above all else. Its lightweight polymer frame keeps the total weight around 17 ounces, making it effortless to hold for extended periods. The slide, tuned specifically for the low-pressure 22 round, moves backward with a feather-light touch, solving the most common problems seniors face, racking the slide. Mechanically, the SR22 offers a belt-and-suspenders approach to safety. It features a manual thumb safety that also acts as a decocker, safely lowering the hammer without firing a round. Additionally, a visual inspection port allows you to check for a chambered round without opening the action, and a magazine disconnect prevents the gun from firing if the magazine is removed. This triple safety system provides peace of mind for those worried about accidental discharge. Beyond the mechanics, the SR22 acts as a supreme confidence builder. Loud, high-recoil centerfire pistols can induce flinching, but the negligible recoil of the SR22 allows you to focus purely on fundamentals like sight alignment and trigger control. Furthermore, the double-action trigger mechanism offers second strike capability. If a rimfire round fails to ignite, you can simply pull the trigger again, rather than having to rack the slide to clear the malfunction. With interchangeable rubberized grips to fit various hand sizes and adjustable sights that are easy to see, the SR22 is an economical, low-stress option. It allows for high-volume, low-cost practice, ensuring that if you ever need to use it, your muscle memory will be sharp and your handling safe. Smith & Wesson designed the M&P Shield EZ specifically to answer the complaints of shooters who find modern semi-automatics too difficult to manage. The EZ in the name is not marketing fluff. It represents a complete re-engineering of the internal mechanism. Unlike most modern striker-fired guns, the Shield EZ uses an internal hammer system. This design drastically reduces the tension required on the recoil spring, meaning the slide can be racked with very little physical effort. For seniors with arthritis, this feature alone can be the deciding factor. The user experience is further enhanced by the magazine design. Loading magazines is often a pain point for weak thumbs, but the EZ magazines feature load assist tabs that allow you to pull the follower down easily, making reloading almost effortless. Safety is integrated intuitively through a large grip safety on the back of the handle. The gun will not fire unless you are holding it firmly, ensuring that even if you drop it or fumble, it remains inert. This is often paired with an optional manual thumb safety for those who prefer a mechanical block. Available in both 380 ACP and 9mm, the Shield EZ offers a substantial grip size that distributes recoil energy effectively across the hand, rather than snapping back into the wrist. The slide features wings, or raised serrations at the rear, providing excellent purchase for racking the slide using various techniques. Tactile loaded chamber indicators allow you to verify the gun's status by touch, a crucial feature in low light. By combining a slide that glides smoothly, magazines that don't hurt to load, and a safety system that works naturally with your grip, the Shield EZ removes the physical barriers to operating a defensive firearm. The Glock 19 Gen 5 might seem like a surprising choice for a seniors list, given that it is a standard duty pistol, but its inclusion is based on the virtues of simplicity and reliability. As we age, complex manual of arms can become difficult to remember under stress. The Glock 19 eliminates external safety levers, relying instead on the Safe Action system. This system comprises 3 independent mechanical safeties, trigger, firing pin, and drop safety, that disengage sequentially only when the trigger is pulled and re-engage automatically when released. This point-and-shoot simplicity reduces the variables you need to manage in a high-pressure situation. The Gen 5 iteration brings specific benefits for older shooters. The grip texture is aggressive enough to prevent slipping without being abrasive, and the removal of finger grooves allows for a grip that fits a wider variety of hand shapes. While the slide requires more force to rack than the Shield EZ, the Glock's squared-off slide serrations provide solid traction. At approximately 24 ounces, the gun has enough mass to absorb the recoil of the 9mm cartridge, and the low-bore axis directs recoil straight back rather than flipping the muzzle up, making it easier on the wrists. Furthermore, the Glock ecosystem is vast. If the stock controls are too small, you can easily install extended slide releases and magazine catches. If the sights are hard to see, there are endless high-visibility aftermarket options. Maintenance is incredibly simple, requiring no tools to field strip, which encourages regular cleaning. For the senior shooter who wants a proven caliber and a gun that requires no manipulation other than pulling the trigger, the Glock 19 remains the gold standard of reliability. The Sig Sauer P238 is a masterpiece of miniaturization, bringing the classic 1911 design into a pocket-sized 380 ACP package. For seniors who grew up shooting or served with the 1911 platform, the P238 offers an immediate sense of familiarity. It features an all-metal alloy frame, which gives it a slight heft compared to plastic pocket pistols. This extra weight is a massive advantage. It soaks up the recoil energy, making the P238 one of the softest shooting micro-compacts on the market. Safety is paramount in this design. It utilizes a manual thumb safety, allowing for cocked and locked carry. While this requires manual dexterity to disengage, the crisp single-action trigger that results is a huge benefit. A lighter, cleaner trigger pull aids in accuracy, compensating for the hand tremors or reduced stability that can come with age. Redundant internal safeties, including a hammer intercept notch and a firing pin block, ensure the gun is drop-safe and will only fire when intended. The slide on the P238 is remarkably easy to manipulate, significantly easier than direct blowback pocket pistols. It comes standard with high-quality night sights, addressing the issue of failing eyesight right out of the box. However, users should be aware that the thumb safety is small. It requires practice to sweep off reliably. The manual of arms requires distinct steps, but for those willing to practice, the P238 offers a level of precision and comfort rarely found in guns this small. It proves that you don't have to sacrifice the quality of a metal frame or a good trigger just because you need a smaller, lower recoil caliber for daily carry. The Walther CCP M2 concealed carry pistol utilizes unique engineering to solve the physics of recoil. Most small .380 pistols use a blowback system, which relies on a heavy recoil spring and a heavy slide to keep the action closed, often resulting in a snappy recoil impulse that is painful for arthritic hands. Walther circumvents this with their soft coil gas technology. This system bleeds gas from the fired round into a piston cylinder located under the barrel to delay the slide's opening. This allows Walther to use a much lighter recoil spring, reducing the force needed to rack the slide and cutting felt recoil by roughly 30%. This gas-delayed system makes the shooting experience exceptionally smooth. The CCP M2 doesn't just feel good to shoot, it communicates its status clearly to the user. It features a striker indicator with a red dot that protrudes from the rear of the slide when the gun is cocked, giving immediate visual and tactile feedback. A loaded chamber viewport allows for quick status checks. Additionally, it has a manual thumb safety and a magazine disconnect, ensuring the weapon is inert during administrative handling or if the magazine is removed. Ergonomically, Walther is a market leader. The grip is sculpted to fit the hand naturally, promoting a high hold that further mitigates muzzle flip. The M2 model improved upon the original by offering a toolless takedown mechanism, a simple button release at the rear of the slide, making cleaning easier, which is vital since gas systems run dirtier than standard actions. For seniors who want a modern polymer pistol but physically cannot handle the stiff springs of traditional blowback guns, the CCP M2 soft coil technology offers a brilliant, comfortable solution. Navigating the firearms market as a senior requires an honest assessment of your physical capabilities, but it does not require compromising on safety or effectiveness. The 5 pistols detailed here represent the best current solutions for aging hands. The Ruger SR22 offers the ultimate in low recoil and practice economy. The Smith & Wesson Shield EZ provides a purpose-built solution with its easy rack slide and grip safety. The Glock 19 delivers simplicity and duty-grade reliability. The SIG P238 brings the comfort of an all-metal frame and a crisp trigger to a pocket-sized format. Finally, the Walther CCP M2 leverages gas technology to physically dampen recoil and lighten the slide. The most critical step now is to rent and test these models. A gun that looks perfect on paper must fit your hand and be operable with your specific level of grip strength and dexterity. Do not let jargon confuse you. Focus on whether you can rack the slide, see the sights, and pull the trigger without strain. By matching the right engineering to your body's needs, you can ensure that you continue to carry with confidence, safety, and responsibility for years to come.